So, just how fast can you die in every Postal game? With so many of the games being set in a place where not only the general populace, but the world itself seems to despise your existence, how quickly can we engage with that loathing and perish? We're gonna speedrun to the grave in every single Postal game. I'm talking Postal 1, I'm talking Postal 2, spin-offs, sequels, hell, we're gonna do the mobile games, and fuck it, chuck hatred in the mix as well. The Earth is hungry. Let's jump into its mouth. We begin by booting up the 1997 classic and setting the difficulty to normal, which will be the case for every game today. After some especially slow runs straight into danger, I had a stark realization, something rather obvious that defines the series. Well, I guess I can just hit K, huh? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I mean, you can do that in most games, so maybe that makes it kinda easy. Alright, new category. A few preliminary tests found important facts in our death-seeking mission. The first revealed that grenades only inflict a paltry 20 damage and sends you flying through the air. This applies to enemy missiles as well, and that recovery time eats away precious seconds as dude climbs to his feet. Getting set on fire does do a little tick damage, and while it has the added benefit of faster movement, it easily spreads to enemies, which can reduce the amount of damage taken. One last thing to trial was the often overlooked mines. Specifically, the Bouncing Betty, which instead of a normal explosion, sprays shrapnel in all directions. The first time, it cut dude's health in half, which seemed promising, but further attempts were less consistent. Besides, even if it did more damage, the mine takes an age to arm, making it less than ideal.
They never liked you. Kicking ass.
Who said that? Who's talking? After trying a few different combinations of face-tanking bullets and eating mines, the fastest method revealed itself in the flames of victory. Throwing Molotovs at your own house and then moving around inside the inferno. You can get that last one off too. Holy shit. That's so fast, dude. Nah, that's it. That's the one. That's it. Technique discovered. Technique complete. While we're in top-down land, let's take a look at Postal Redux. Okay, so already bit of a difference. No Molotov cocktails or any grenades or mines or anything to begin with, which changes things pretty drastically. Well, I mean, I guess...
I regret nothing.
Yes, you could still do that too, like that's pretty quick. Exploding barrels seem like the obvious choice here, but the explosion damage is pitiful. The slow recovery from being flung through the air hurts more. The patch of fire from the secondary explosion is no help either, as it does too little damage and being inflamed doesn't increase your run speed. Oh, there's one there too, hang on. That's good. That's up there. Alright, and that's, he's just not on fire, okay. Unlike the original, Redux's death run leans less on weapons and more on good positioning to take damage from NPCs. This nest on the front lawn of the neighbor's house is an ideal spot. We need to route up and around this rock to avoid this rocket launcher's sightline. Their damage isn't terrible, but being knocked back makes you a harder target for other NPCs, and the splash damage puts them in danger. The only other obstacle is this monster closet house that floods the area with civilians, who can gobble up stray shots intended for you. The human shields are getting in the way of me, and that's a bad thing. Hatred, the hyper-violent Postal-like that rode a wave of blood and controversy in 2015. Well, I'm assuming hard is the normal mode, right?
My name is not important.
Today, however, we're technically going for the good ending by attempting to stop the violence as quickly as possible.
It's time for me to die.
The quickest way is by pressing K, but here it acts rather differently. Oh, wait, what? So I guess the big difference between Hatred and Postal is that when you take yourself out, in Postal it's self-inflicted, and in Hatred you just have like you just go into cardiac arrest or something. As there are no regular hostiles at the very start of the game, it's entirely on us to end the violence before it starts. Grenades do minimal damage to your own health bar, but can be combined with vehicles to increase the pain. 2 vehicles just up the street seems like a safe bet, but the damage is inconsistent. Throw a grenade. Take damage. What? What? You also can't drive a vehicle in Hatred. I'm sure you can drive that car. Isn't that his car? Unless it's being piloted by somebody else, at least at this point in the game. Like these cops, who eventually show up in a patrol car, but it's a very long time before they arrive on the scene, commentary. While too slow for today's purpose, it is very funny. It did, however, spark another idea. Hang on, maybe the fucking... Stop shooting me for a second. I need to check something. Maybe the stove. Maybe if you shoot the stove, it'll explode. I would actually give Hatred big points if that was the case. I don't think it's gonna work, but it fucking works. All right, let's go. That's fucking sick. I still don't like Hatred very much, but there's a few things that I like about it more now. Not important to hedge transfer, to window jump, to blow up stove, to blow up vehicle outside. That's the play.
It's time for me to die.
For some reason, I got tunnel vision on using the neighbor's house and tried several times to go through their window to get to another stove. Come on, Hatred man, what the fuck are you doing? Okay. But while editing this video, I launched it again and simply used Not Important's own house and car, further reducing the overall societal impact and time to a sub 10-second run. Nice. Alright, that's enough for Hatred. I spent a lot longer in this than I thought I was going to. The game you've all been waiting for. One that surely needs no introduction. I know going ludicrous would speed things along considerably, but we'll do it average. That's the play. That's what we've been doing. Yeah, no, we're not gonna do any of that. Alright, so, because there's cops over that way. I was thinking getting a gun and shooting the cars, this one and the one around the corner was the play. I'm actually not too sure. I'm starting to think that running with scissors guy and maybe the dog is the way to go. I guess we'll see. Let's just give it a shot. Run down here. I know where he is. Shit. Jeff of Running with Scissors spawns at the top of these stairs, but because NPCs wander in a random direction after they spawn, he and his big gun are less reliable for putting us down. The next closest armed civilian is this redneck. I thought roping Champ into the mix, as well as a nearby cop, would speed things along, but you're not always a priority in a firefight.
Neds. Look out.
Jesus Christ, man. Another thing that happened that isn't that helpful, but was interesting, is just how much air you can get from dog attacks. Kick. Whoa! After a few runs of playing with fire and the cars, both the neighbors and Dude's own, it was still feeling just a little too slow, especially with the lengthy gaps between each of the redneck's shotgun blasts. Please! So I tried a different strategy. Sick of not getting blown away by Jeff, I ran up the street to find him. Even with the long journey to catch up with him, his high damage output shreds our health in no time. And being right next to a car means a stray shot will cause it to explode, further damaging us and taking our health down to 0 in under 30 seconds.
Kick ass!
Entering the domain of portable Postal, we have the 2009 Java game, which I've already thoroughly covered and given a cinematic remaster. You should watch it after this video, or if you're short on time. And now you're all caught up. To die in Java Postal is not an overly quick affair. First, a long cutscene plays out where you get carjacked. Long, at least by mobile game standards. Then, once you finally gain control and walk to your first objective, which is also your first weapon, more dialogue. Oh my god, please hurry up. Getting this is mandatory, as we'll need it to activate our own death. Rather than playing further into the story until we get the attention of the police, we'll instead run into the streets and open fire on nearby vehicles while standing in the blast zone. The biggest hurdle to overcome is the fact that your health regenerates insanely fast. There's 2 cars right here, so that might actually be enough to do it before his health starts regenerating. If I can get over there quick enough. Oh, it's not! There's no way! Fuck! It's so quick, dude! Oh, that's... okay, never mind, we're good. So it's important to get to a cluster of cars before you start shooting. Like this one. Ah! Nice! Huge. What a score. Only with the highest zen patience that I have for sitting through this fucking cutscene again, because I've already seen it so many fucking times when I did the POSTAL Mobile video, you can't even imagine. I'll do it one more time, just to try and get a better speed. Nice, 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 nice. Already better, already better. Oh, different this time. Epic. Better time too. Awesome. Epic and awesome. Thanks, POSTAL Mobile. I may never play you again. Postal Babes, the first Postal game where the dude isn't the main character, and actually doesn't appear whatsoever. A curious little side-scrolling spin-off, showcasing the Postal Babes, their assets, and plenty of carnage we've come to expect by this point. That blood effect looks fucking fantastic, by the way. I really kind of want to just let it sit here for just like to see how long it'll do that for until like the whole thing is covered. Oh, yay! Alright, now I can continue. Right after you spawn, you find your bikini-clad compatriot asleep in some blood, which triggers a dialogue box. But high-level speedrunning tech comes into play here, allowing us to skip this by jumping over it instead. Dying with haste in this first level is actually quite straightforward. Plenty of machete-wielding enemies make sure of that. But to maximize efficiency, we'll get the attention of this NPC on the first floor, so they can attack us during the elevator ride up to the second, where several more enemies are waiting to hack at our health bar. Nice. Huge epic win. Huge win. Huge epic win. Thank you, Postal Babes. It's the bridge or die triangle. That's the idea. Damn! Alright, get me out of here. Postal Brain Damaged is incredibly fast compared to the other games in the series. Good movement is of utmost importance to navigate this cramped house. Every slice of pizza or piece of armor is like a landmine that pushes you further away from your goal of reaching 0 HP, and you'll need to dodge NPCs that might block your forward momentum. After getting the key from the garage, we head upstairs to the attic to find yet another key and come across our first enemy. Standing here and getting blasted by him alone is quite slow though, especially when he straight up misses. Okay, it's definitely not quick. Instead, we'll head back downstairs and outside, where a trio is waiting. I thought exploding the electrical box would be optimal, but the damage is subpar compared to being triple teamed in your backyard. Pretty good, pretty damn good. I'm sure that there's like a brain damage speedrunner somewhere that is just like, you idiot, don't you know that if you crouch, slide, jump into that lampshade right there, you get crush damage and die immediately or something? I can't think of like any other way to expedite it. After about a half a dozen runs, the speed still felt slow for brain damaged. Desperate to find a faster method, and knowing just how many secrets and Easter eggs were in the game, I started prodding at the house for an alternate route. Lo and behold, the electrical box can be exploded from the kitchen window. Alright, tech, that's tech. This gets us straight outside, skipping the visits to the garage and the attic, and shaving almost 6 entire seconds off of my best time. The time save, man. The time save. That was cool as shit. I was like, no, I'm done. That's it. That's as good as it's gonna get. Never mind. Brain damage is so fucking good, man. Anyway. And finally, Postal 4. Before I could even start running, there were some technical hurdles to overcome. Fuck, dude. Come on, man. We'll try again. Oh, we're having a second try. Oh, fuck. Hang on. Oh, okay, everything is as low as it. Okay. Never mind. Alright, so I'm not even sure if there's like a gas can or anything in this little valley, so oh, okay, it crashed again. Say what you want about Postal 3, I could die in it without it crashing. Directly to the right of where you spawn is an NPC that doesn't fight back, as well as some exploitables, but the shovel is not quite enough to set them off. Thankfully, just across the way is a gas can. Oh, that's good. Alright, that's, well, we might be in business then. Something to be aware of is that when you die, reloading from the last checkpoint is not the same as loading from the last save. Reloading is more akin to respawning, illustrated here by the fire from the explosion still being present from the last run. Wait, what the fuck? Wait a minute, what? I was gonna grab that, but I was so fucking distracted by the fire still being there. And the thing's gone. Oh, that's right, because it's not the...
You think I should check that out?
I forgot about that. After loading up the initial autosave, so everything was reset properly, sprinting over to grab the gas can and dousing the cylinder, the final nail is in the coffin, and Postal 4 is complete in just over 14 seconds. There you go. There you go. There we go. That's a good time. anything to get me out of this. Take all of these times with a grain of salt. They're not officially official in any real way, and I'm sure there's better tech to achieve faster times in every game. But if you want to take a crack at beating them, feel free to tag me in the video description when you upload it. Thanks for watching. I know this video is a little different to the norm. I'm trying to change up my process a bit and shake off some creative burnout, so feel free to drop me some feedback in the comments. A huge thanks to you for watching and to the members that continue to support the channel. Oh yeah, I forgot about POSTAL Royale. Yeah, that'll do.
I regret nothing.